Hey guys, today we are doing session 4 of lesson 32, and this is our last session here before we do our comprehension check and before we move on to lesson 33. So, this is going to kind of take everything that we've learned in those first 3 sessions, put it all together, and help us to go over it. So, let's get going here. You guys are actually going to answer, let me go back here, starting on page 675 and going to page 678. You guys are going to answer numbers 1 through 8. Okay, I'm not going to read these to you beforehand. I'm just going to let you guys go and work through them, and then you're going to come back here and check your answers. Please take your time. Please understand what they are asking you to do, and then answer the question. Then come back to this video and check your answers. All right. So hopefully you've done all 1 through 8. This video is just to go through the answers with you guys. So let's get going. Number 1 says plot the points 4, 4, 8, 4, 3, 1, and 7, 1 in the coordinate plane. Use the points to draw 2 parallel horizontal segments. Label the endpoints of one segment, AB. Label the endpoints of another, CD. What is the distance between points A and B? What is the distance between points C and D? So first thing I'm going to do here is what it told me. I'm going to go ahead and plot those points. So I'm going to go ahead and plot 4, 4. I go over 4, go up 4. Go over 8, go up 4. Go over 3, go up 1. And go over 7 and go up 1. Now, it says, now I am going to use points to draw 2 parallel horizontal segments. So horizontal means I'm going this way, side to side. Label the endpoints of one segment, AB. So I'm just going to do that at the top. You can also do this at the bottom. And then label the endpoints of the other, C, D. What is the distance between AB? Well, AB is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 units. And CD is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 units. And that is fully answering the question there. Just finding the distance between those segments. What is the area of the rectangle EFGH shown in the coordinate plane? Show your work. I'm going to do a couple of things here. First of all, let's go back and remember that area equals length times width. We do have a rectangle here, so we can find the area. We just got to figure out, like how many units wide is it? How many units long is it? So we're only going to take 2 sides here. So for wide, it looks like I have 3 units here. So I'm going to do area equals, that's going to be 3 units times, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 units going that way. So it should be 3 units times 4 units, and area is going to equal 12 units squared, right? 12 units squared. Don't forget, when we find area, we've got to have that squared in there. So it could be 12 units squared or 12 square units. Either one, just remember that area is length times width. The other way to check this is if you also count the inside of these boxes, there should be 12 boxes. So that's how also we know that the area, or how much room it takes up, is 12 units. Number 3, Mr. Palmer uses the coordinate plane to design his bulletin board. He moves rules 2 units right and 3 units down. What ordered pair represents the new location of rules? All right, so let's go back here. He moves rules, which is right here, 2 units right, 1, 2, and then 3 units down, 1, 2, 3. So my new one is going to be right there, which is go over 5 and go up 3. So my new one is going to be 5, 3. Now it says Maya chose C as the correct answer. How did she get that? And Maya's is 1, 3. So I'm going to go ahead and say, well, instead of going right, Maya went left and then 3 units down, which is 1, 3. So Maya went left instead of going right. Number 4, this coordinate plane shows the relationship between the amount of water in a bathtub and the amount of time the faucet has been turned on. What do the coordinates of the point 3, 6 represent in this situation? So a couple of things to notice here. Number 1, the bottom label here for the x-axis is time in minutes, and then for the y-axis, the label is water in gallons. So what this is telling us is right here. So at 0 minutes, there was 0 gallons in the bathtub. At 1 minute, there were 2 gallons. At 2 minutes, there were four. At 3 minutes, there were six. So this, sorry, let me go back here. This dot right here, so 3 6 represents in 3 minutes. There are 6 gallons of water in the bathtub. So again, at 3 6, that is where we are going to be there. Number 5 said, use the coordinate plane for problem 4. How many minutes must the faucet be on for there to be 8 gallons of water in the bathtub? So again, we've got to get to 8. And if I draw a straight line here, 8 gets me there. So what I'm trying to do is I'm following the line. I got to see how many minutes it needs. And if I draw that arrow straight down there, it is going to be 4 minutes. So my answer would be B. All right. Next, number 6, look at triangle ABC. Which directions describe moving from point C to point B? So point C to point B. So I'm going to go up 2, and I'm going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got to look, something's going to tell me to go up 2 and left 4, right? So not just over. Up 2, left 4. So A, 4 units right, no. 2 units up, 4 units right, no. So my answer would be D. Move 2 units up and 4 units left. Next, draw a rectangle in the coordinate plane with one vertex at the origin and an area of 20 square units. Label the vertices of your triangle RSTU. Now, here's what we're going to have, guys. We're going to have, we've got to have 20 in there, so it's either going to be a 4 by 5, like this, or it is going to be a 5 by 4. And I say that because those are the two ways with the numbers given that we can multiply to equal 20. So as long as you have a point here, a point here, a point here, and a point here, I'll go through the process for this way. Oh, let me go back. R is going to equal 0, 4. S is going to equal 5, 4. T is going to equal 5, 0. And U is going to equal 0, 0. Now, I'm not saying yours have to be exactly. You may not have yours labeled the same way of me. You may not have this rectangle per se. You may have the other one. So as long as you understand that you've made a rectangle, you have labeled it correctly, you have given me these ordered pairs, I am good there. Now, how do we know that the area of the rectangle is 20 square units? Well, this is 4 and this is 5. And if I multiply 4 times 5, I get 20. But the other way to know is that inside of here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Inside of my rectangle, there should be 20 squares. Right? So any of those is good with me. And then number 8, the coordinate plane shows the relationship between the number of bikes Harry repairs and the number of days he worked at the bike shop. Describe 2 things you know from looking at the points in the graph. Use coordinates in each of your descriptions. So, guys, this could be as simple as, in one day, Harry repaired 10 bikes. And we know that maybe in 3 days, he repaired 30. And you can go on and go forth there. You can also talk about just the labels here, even though it says talk about the order pairs. Just anything that you notice about the graph that we've gone over, you can write that down. All right, that is it for this presentation. Hopefully you did well. Hopefully you're ready for the comprehension check that I have assigned you. Please make sure you take your time. That one is a grade. Please make sure you have all of your other work done. If you need to go back and watch this video beforehand, you can. If not, I will see you guys soon.